have 4 very special guests that are going to be joining us here today. I think it's an important live stream for you guys to really pay attention because there's probably a lot of people that are on this live stream that have very similar stories and very similar situations. And I think it's important for people to hear these discussions. To help me with this, I'm going to bring on my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. So everybody give a huge, warm welcome, a big Ayo to Adam.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy?
All right, so this is great. I think that this is going to be, I mean, just like you said, man, this is going to be a great topic. It's tough because on one hand, you understand what a lot of these people were fighting for. And on the other hand, there was a lot of people that were taking advantage of it as well. What we're going to do on this live stream is we have 4 members with 4 very different experiences or similar experiences, but all of them came to the market via meme stocks, AMC, that whole, situation. And we want to get their take of, and look, not everyone that traded AMC or GME or the meme stocks lost money. There are people that made good money. There are people that are upset because they made money, but they could have made so much more if they didn't hold. Or there are people that are extremely upset because they're still holding and they're still fighting the good fight, or so they believe. There's a lot of misinformation out there. And, if you don't think that anything we have to say from this when we start is any value, or you don't think the people that are speaking have any value, you think it's FUD or any of that, then you can sign off. But we're going to continue to tell our truth. We're going to continue to help what is now 10,507 True Trading Group members from around the world. And we have nothing against AMC. How can you hate 3 letters? I love AMC. I saw Wakanda Forever 3 times in AMC theaters. There's a lot of people that traded AMC. I have nothing against that. I have something against telling other people to second mortgage your home and drain your kid's college fund to go buy more because we're diamond handing together. That I have a problem with. Yep. So we're going to bring on 4 guests, and we're going to have a real candid conversation and hear their experience. We're going to bring them all on together. First up, we got TTG member Eric. What's up, buddy?
Hello.
And we have Lady Diana.
Hello.
We have Nicholas T, who looks frozen. All right.
It looks
and
frozen.
We have Shy. How are you, Shy?
I'm fine. Hi, everybody.
Hey guys, everybody, welcome. Everybody, thank you for taking the time to come on here today and to share your experiences and to share your stories with the viewers on the channel. I know it means a lot to them, means a lot to Adam and I, and I'm excited to have you guys on here. So thanks for taking the time today.
Absolutely.
No problem.
Absolutely, no problem.
So first off, let's talk about this for a second. Let's go in order. If you're looking at the screen, we'll go clockwise. So we'll go Shy. Here, let me move Mike. Perfect. We'll go Shy, Nick, Diana, and Eric. Eric will go last. Let's take about 2 minutes each. Let's go down the row and let's talk about how it is that you guys got into trading. Shy, you're up first.
It was actually my brother. He was big into crypto, and somehow that led him to GameStop. And then I had a coworker, I had a subordinate of mine we was just candidly talking. I said, I'm tired of working. I just want to make $1 million so I don't have to work anymore. Like, I just need to figure something out. He asked me if I ever heard of options trading and recommended like someone on like a YouTube little quick synopsis on option trading. So I got into GME with my brother, lost money, right? But then it wasn't a lot. But then I got into AMC, and by that time I knew something about options. I literally put like $8,000 in all type of options and some stock within AMC, and it ran all the way up. I mean, Mike said, if you're taking pictures, you should be selling. I was sending pictures to my cousins, my brother. I think Adam and Mike, I sent you all the picture. It went up to like over 100K, and I did not sell. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't sell, and even the options I didn't sell. Then I sold some of them because I'm like, okay, I got enough money here. I can like pay off my car. So at that time I didn't pay off anything. I just took my family out on trips and stuff. And so like that's kind of how I got into it. And then I joined back. I was watching Trey and Matt and the Masked Investor. I'm talking about religiously. Before I went to bed, waking up in the morning, just watching them. And Trey was a little too hype. My personality is kind of chill. Matt was more chill. So I joined this Discord, and when I joined this Discord, he wasn't promoting TTG or anything. His Discord just wasn't about trade alerts. And he said, if you all really want to learn to trade, the only people that I would recommend is TTG. And then I went and found the YouTube channel and joined the trial. Adam messaged me. I'm a military veteran within the Air Force for 12 years. And he gave me a military discount, and I've been here ever since.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Nate, go ahead. Nick. I'm so sorry, Nate. Nick, go ahead. Somebody named Nate texted me. Nick, go ahead, buddy.
I think Nick's got some connection issues. I see he's got like one. Oh no, now he's got full bars.
Nicholas, can you hear me? All right, we'll come back to Nick. Diana, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Diana. I started out with my son, and I wrote this down because I want to say exactly what he texted me, and I still have a picture. He says, "All you need to know is we're going to the moon, Mom."
That's awesome.
And so between him and my brother that's in Ohio calling me every day, he said, AMC is it, AMC is it, AMC is it. And I was like, okay. So I pulled 10K from my 401k.
Oh.
Like, where do I trade it on? So then I started listening to Matt and a couple other YouTube traders. And so I figured out how to get on Robinhood. Then I did an option with Space and GME, and I made some money. I was like, oh, okay, this is going to work. So then I just went and bought a whole bunch of contracts with AMC, watched it go up on conference calls, on FaceTime with my family. Look at it, going up. I've got this much money. I didn't never sell it. Taking pictures, and then I literally froze and watched it go all the way down. And then I had like $2,000 left. And I'm sitting there, and my son kept texting. My brother kept saying, "It's okay, just hold it, just hold it, just hold it. It's gonna go to the moon." And before it was said and done, it was over, and I was left feeling like, wow, I didn't know. I could have sold, but I was scared of PDT. No one ever told me about a cash account. So I'm like, I can't sell it. I'm going to get suspended across the board. And I just stared at it. And I kept watching YouTubes. I watched Matt. I also joined the Discord, and I got in and out a little bit. I would make some good money, but then I would freeze because I was an emotional trader until I joined TTG. I literally would get a call option, watch it go up to $1,400, stare at it, and somehow it'd be negative. I didn't understand. And I guess Matt might have mentioned it. I just never caught it because I'm always at work and it's running in the background. Then you started coming on the Matt Course's shows as interview.
Yeah. Yep.
Went in, I was like, TTG, and then it said $2,000 to join. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to do that. Then I kept listening. Oh, there's a trial. So then I did the trial at the end of October, joined in November. Now I'm a lifetime. And my first month in November, I'm now positive for the month, not negative. And here we are.
Awesome. Congrats. It's been a long emotional road for you, but
yes,
glad to hear about the recent successes. Congrats. Glad to have you here now.
All right, and then we'll go to Eric. Go ahead, and then I think we have Nicholas is back, right? Nicholas, you back? Still some issue. All right, we'll come back. Eric, you're up.
Hi guys, I'm Eric. Thank you so much for inviting us. So I started I started investing into this kind of world back in 2020. The industry that I'm in, when the pandemic hit, I work in front of people. So my industry was pretty much dead for a long time. So I started looking around. I started, trying to find new ways to live, to survive. And so I got a Robinhood account. I was moderately into Doge and AMC. I got really into it at the beginning. I realized that I liked it. Like I didn't know that I liked this so much, like looking at charts, looking at, price movements and whatnot. I was constantly checking on my phone. It was just, I thought it was super cool to be a part of something like that. So I did that. I was, all I knew was everything that I read online and HODL mentality, never sell, diamond hands, which I think there's some of that I think was good, but there was a lot of money that I left on the table that I did not take profits in. And I was just thinking back, like if I would have known what TTG has kind of taught me now back then, I don't know where my P&L would probably be very inspirational. It's not. But at the time, like when you don't have a lot of money, and then all of a sudden you see that you have a lot of money in your account, what happens is that like you get arrogant, you know. And I had a couple of people, I had like an uncle of mine that was just like, dude, you should sell that. And I was like, how much money did you have this year in your account? Like, did you see how much money I have? Like, you shouldn't give me up. You know, you get arrogant when you have so much money out of nowhere. And one of the things that kind of TTG helped me understand through the courses and the psychology stuff is that's greed. That's just emotion, you know, taking over. And man, that was costly. That was costly. I mean, I left a lot of money, you know, on the table that I could have taken the day that Elon was on SNL. Dude, I should have sold that day. And I did.
I remember that.
So yeah. So then, you know, into AMC as well. AMC. I mean, I loved it. I loved the ride, you know, that I had with that. But what I learned with AMC was just to learn how to take profits and to do something that I enjoyed with, you know, with that money. I remember I took some profit from AMC. I took a trip to New York that I had never been. And that was like a graduation in my mind to say, okay, like this is something that if it happens down the road, you can jump back into it. But it was very important for me to learn that lesson to take profits and to do something, you know, with the profits. So after all of that, I came around with TTG and it's been awesome. It's been very helpful.
All right. And thank you. And Nicholas, are you here?
I am, God willing.
Yes.
Sorry about the
All right. So the question, in case you didn't hear, the question was, how did you get started with trading?
And she told me, well,
Nicholas, we're hearing every other word, dude.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm sorry. Stream. Y'all got a good thing I want to say.
No worries, brother. We'll have you back on soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nick. Well, yeah, we'll get
Nick back on soon. Just a big shout out though. Nicholas's account is up 30% since joining True Trading Group.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I wanted to throw that out there as well. So let's move on to the next question here. What I would like to know is when all, and this same question will apply to all of you, when all of you decided to get into AMC and get excited about it and everything else, what was it that made you, like, did you fall in love with the whole idea of being a part of this community and that you guys were really fighting for something? I'm not saying you were or weren't. I'm trying to understand what got you hooked on this entire concept. What was it for you that got you hooked there? Let's just start there. Shai, go ahead.
Well, I got out of the military in 2016, and I think, you know, just being a combat veteran, a PTSD veteran and all that stuff, and my brother was in the Army as well. And when you find something that, like, it was the people, actually. It was all of us that were coming together. It was all of us who, you know, you just felt like you were a part of something. You felt like that you can make a difference, I guess, in the small lives, you know, of retail traders.
What did you think you were making a difference for? Like, what did you think you were? What did you guys think you were doing?
Well, growing up, I would say for me, I mean, I'm a African-American lesbian, you know, so I say for me
Me too.
Yeah, I see. I'll say that anytime that I heard of the stock market or thought of the stock market just growing up, it was always like, you know, the Warren Buffett that's sitting there with the newspaper, reading Wall Street with his, you know, little loafers kicked up. And I just didn't think that I fit in that world. So when I came in and it was, you know, I saw people that looked like me, that talk like me, that, you know, come from the same background that I come from, you know, and we can all stand up for something. I mean, why wouldn't you want to be a part of that? You know, and I've always, you know, you put your money where your mouth is. So you want to be a part of the community. You want to feel like you're making a difference. But I think the problem with that all is that the only people you owe anything to is your family. I mean, I want to make a difference in my life. I want to make a difference in the lives of people that I can help and I can reach. And it's easy to fall into kind of, you know, for me to be a leader, you know, it's easy to be a follower in something that you feel like can change your life and, you know, give you. I mean, I saw $100,000. I mean, I had never seen that in my life. I saw it in one day. I was literally getting a massage, checked my thing, had to get up from the table, ran to the car, sent pictures to my brother. I'm driving. I had to pull over because I couldn't even like concentrate. And I'm sending, you know, I had never seen that type of money. So then you were like, I can get paid from this and I can make a difference. I mean, who wouldn't want that?
Yeah.
It's a great answer.
That's a really good answer. Diana, you're up. Oh, your mic is off.
I said, she makes me laugh. She's so awesome.
Hey, this is STR.
I think for me it was the same thing. Like at first it started with the joke of the text message from my son and my brother. But once I got in, it felt like a family. Like my husband had just lost his job and I'm like, okay, I can be a part of something. The same thing, growing up, I took a stock market class in college and it went one year, not the other. And I was like, this is not for me. This is not built for me. And then when I got in it, I was like, this can be for me. This can make a difference. This can provide for my family. We can go up against, the Wall Street, the New York, wherever the stock market is, and we can make money. We can take money from them and put money in our pocket. And I was like, what is a short? Who's shorting us? Like we need to come together. And it was the camaraderie of a family that we were so like, it didn't matter. We were going to stand up to the big Goliath and we were going to take him out, But at the end, because I didn't know, I didn't know emotions. I didn't know take profit, peel profit. It doesn't matter if you don't take profit when the stock hits the highest of the point. The fact is you put money in your pocket, and I didn't do that. So I'm grateful I'm learning that today. I get emotional when I think about it, but you guys know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That's all I want to say about that.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Eric?
That's awesome. So for me, it's funny. Sorry, it's the contrast, right? Sorry. It was a meme that got me into it. It's the power of memes. There was a meme with Big Bird that said "We ride at dawn," and that just was like the gateway into the community, But I love that. We're humans. We love to be a part of something, right? Like community, and the AMC community is very, very strong at that time. Like it's massive. So that really got me into it. But then, what made me stay in it, like financially longer, was the mentality to think, well, this is all or nothing type of play. And as I mature more in this industry, I realized that that's not a very good thing. I was just like, this is either it goes to moon or it goes to nothing. And then the more that time that passed, I realized I can't afford to have this much money with those odds. Like I need to, if I'm not rich, like if I have money out, I needed to be doing something now, unless it's like a long-term portfolio stuff. So what kept me for a long time in that mentality was just that thought that I thought it's a everything or nothing type of move. I learned.
I guess my question for you would be, everything or I mean, I felt like I had everything. Like that was a point. Like Mike said, you take a picture. Like that is your everything. So I didn't know. I don't know what else I wanted at that point.
Right, exactly. At what number?
Yeah, like
what number
if
did
you
you
got
have
to 1,000? I would have wanted
so
like
many.
2,000. If we got to 2,000, I would have wanted 5,000. Like I don't know.
Yeah, the goalposts I think keep getting moved. I didn't know what it was to have a take profit line on I didn't know that. Like I was just kind of kept going with it. And at the time, AMC was moving a lot.
Yeah.
That I was just like, dude, if it went from 15 to 30, why can't it go from 30 to 100? Like that plays with you as well. But yeah, that's what kept me in it for a while.
I'll say this. What all of you said is excellent, and I'm gonna now have to find that meme, Eric, because I need to see that. But
it's on Wall Street Bets.
Yes, it's on Wall Street Bets.
I'm no longer welcome there, but I'll
send it to you.
What I will say is this: what I do relate to is what you guys were talking about how it felt like you were part of something, that you were fighting the good fight, that you were making a difference. That emotion is what got you to, like excitement and something new, or just desperation maybe got you there. But what kept you there was feeling like you were part of something bigger than yourself, that you were actually making a difference in something like Occupy Wall Street 2.0. And look, here's what I think. Not that anyone asked, but I'll just
Adam, what do you think?
Thank you, Mike. I think that they did make a difference. I think that you had people that finally penetrated the armor of hedge funds.
Absolutely.
That you had millions of people that were able to to quite literally, it's like when people get desperate and angry and you want to just scream at God or the universe, right? But like you can't, you don't know if anything up there can hear you, and it's like all these people came together, and guess what? They heard you. They did. That was a very real thing. Now, unfortunately, oh my God, Eric, thank you so much. I saw the meme. It's not that nothing has changed. The problem here is that, in my opinion, people with AMC and GME, they made it all about AMC and GME. For what? It didn't have to be those two symbols. It didn't have to be any particular symbol. It could have been literally anything. The problem is that, unfortunately, you guys, in my opinion, were severely exploited by people on Facebook, by people on YouTube. That is my opinion. There was a lot of people on YouTube that unfortunately made a lot of money when they continued to tell you that AMC was going to the moon, that it was going to be a $500,000 share price, that it was going to be a $1,000 share price. A lot of these people made serious money based off of that. And unfortunately, you guys are seeing three faces, three very different people right now, but there are hundreds of thousands, if not a million more that got into this. There's nothing. It's frustrating because I love watching people come together and like make a dent in something. I love that, but it's so frustrating because you see like how close they got. But we're kind of led in the wrong direction. Where's Trey Collins right now? Where's all these other people that said this was, this is what you sell. Shut up, bro. Stupid. These people aren't around anymore. And look, I'll tell you this. There's nothing wrong with making money on YouTube. There's nothing wrong with making money, and starting a business or selling a course or do whatever, right? There's nothing wrong with any of those things. Just be upfront about it, right? Like, for those of you that have never been on this live stream, guess what? We sell courses. Not just courses, but an entire platform. There's a lot of people that really like them. We'll get into that later. But we don't hide that. We don't try and pretend like we're, we literally call these live streams an edumercial, right? We had Trey on this live stream. Homeboy didn't know what the IWM was. I just, it's frustrating because we have heard and seen horror stories of people getting just trashed. So here's another round of questions. Why did you stay in trading after this? What made you decide to stay? Shai?
So that's funny too. I think I had got down to like $4,000. I took some money out, paid off my credit cards and stuff. So I did make money on AMC, like eventually enough was a damn enough, so, and I was on and I joined the trial. And it was like a $3 trial. I joined the trial, and I swear to you not, Mike was on there just going off on AMC, taking profits. And it's like I joined kind of late, so I caught him like midway through his lecture, and he was like, if you're still in this, you're gonna get hurt. And I don't know that. I mean, just going, and I was like, is he talking to me directly? Because I had just joined like 10 seconds earlier. And that day, I think was the day I sold my last 1,000 shares of AMC. And I had, I think it was like between $38 and $40. So I took that money and I was able to trade. And then I stayed because I saw myself making $100,000, right? Like,
it was possible.
If I can do it once, I can do it again.
Yep.
And I did. I did it again, but this time I took profits. This time I took profits. I had $3,000. I had like $4,000. Adam gave me the military discount. I had $3,000. That's all I had. I mean, and then that was partly from selling AMC. I did that for a year and worked myself back up. And I remember I sent both of you all the screenshots. Like, this is a difference. I mean, those were unrealized gains. These are realized gains. And I was able to do everything I needed to do and quit my job as a director of IT. And now I'm a full-time trader. So I'm chilling. I'm chilling. It is good.
It's so amazing. It is so, I'm
good.
so
a lot of club, STR, 2%, green thumb. I've had some really bad days. I've had some really great days. But now I see I had one-on-ones with Jessica. I think she's probably like changed my mentality. I'm just consistent. Like I know what I can make each month, and I know what I can lose, and I don't need to ever work another job again. And it's been life-changing for me and my family. And I'm not here. I mean, I don't get anything from TTG. I mean, I never knew that my grandparents worked till they were 70, you know. I won't do that. You know, I won't do that. And I'm able to take my family on vacation. I'm able, you know, with PTSD and stuff like that, I'm able to go to my appointments and not have to worry about work. I'm able to not have the amount of stress that comes with being a director. And I'm able to stay at home and trade, play Madden, go to the gym, and like live life.
PlayStation 5 or Xbox?
PlayStation 5, baby.
Send me your gamer tag when we're off.
PlayStation 5, baby.
It's on tonight. It's on.
Send me your gamer tag when you're off.
You know, I mean, it is. I mean, I hate to say, you know, trading is life changing if you do it the right way. You know, I fell victim to making money that fast. So when I joined TTG, I was trying to jump in everybody's trade. Like every mod that had to trade, me and my little $3,000, I was trying to give everybody some love, you know, because I didn't have a trader identity, and it was so exciting. And, you know, all these income, you know, everything's just moving so fast, and lost it, got down to $700, brought it back up to over PDT. And then I did nothing. I just sat there for like
$700 to $25,000.
Yep.
In what period of time?
It was about 4 months.
Wow.
And then I did nothing. I just sat there, and then I took the fucking courses, right? I'm sorry. I went through the damn courses, and the first course I went through was trader psychology, because I was just following the mods and what they were doing. And then once I did that, I got on the simulator, because clearly I didn't know what I was doing, like when I traded by myself. And even today, you know, I was able to, you know, bank, you know, over 150% on M-Phase just from Mike's analysis yesterday. I mean, I'm doing this by myself now.
Yes.
I mean, I
saw your tweet. I saw your tweet today. You sent me a message. I was like, yeah, and I wasn't even in front of my computer today in the morning. I had something I had to do in the morning, and then I went when I said the message, I pulled up a chart, and I was like, damn it, there's that level, 316. We're talking about 316.
It got to 316. I jumped in it. I had some for next week and some for this week. I took profit off between 309, 310, 305, and 300. When it got back over 305, I took my final piece of profit, and then I just played Madden all day.
Great trade. That was a great trade.
I mean, that was before 10:30. You know, so I was done for the day.
Great trade. Really
That's
nice
awesome.
job.
All right. Diana, you're up.
Man, it seems like you're a lot of fun.
I mean, I'm in STR a lot. I'm in STR.
Shy, we're all coming over after this.
Right.
I got a pool.
Get the chips ready. Get the dip.
I got a pool now in the back. It's good. Life is good.
Let's go. It's cold where I'm at now, so I'm coming over.
I think for me, it was more, why did I stay in? Like I had mentioned, my husband had lost his job, and I have an accounting degree. I don't do accounting as my living. I work at IT for a big corporation. I'll be able to retire in 2 years, because I have 28 years with them. So I'm thinking, what am I going to do after I leave this company? And I was looking at full-time jobs. And then I was like, I'm not going to do that because I'm good at numbers. And then my husband found a job, and then they quickly laid him off again. So I was like, I got to do something to stay in trading, because I know if I saw that big number, I'm thinking, I know I can do it again. And so I played with the market, still working. COVID sent us home. So I had like 4 computers watching screens, and on my own, just watching a stream, and I'd get lucky and I'd make money on Tesla, you know, because Tesla could move 20 points in one day and 20 points down another day. I'd just emotionally exhausted, but then I'd make money, but then I would lose just about the same of money. And I was telling myself, it's okay. As long as when I make money is when I need it to cover a bill. And if I lost money, as long as the bills were paid, you know what I mean? And that's kind of how I've been. And I've been watching, I love Matt, you know, he's great on his YouTube, and I would look at the graphs behind him and he would explain, and I'd try to train. And after a while, we had to come back to the office. So my husband's in another state and I'm in this state. And so I was like, there's something I got to do, because, you know, now we have double the bills and my retirement's coming up soon. And then I was sitting there and I was watching y'all's live stream. And it was like y'all were talking to me in the same way, and just in a different manner, like, this is possible. if I learn how to read the graphs, if I learn what VWAP is, or the trading line support, if you don't buy a call option right when the market opens, I mean, I'd literally be on my phone and right at 9:30, I'd buy a call option without waiting for it to go up and then come back down and look for a possible triangle, so like all this time. And so I just decided to jump in and I said, you know what, I'm going to take this seriously. I take a course every night, except through the holidays when my family was here. And I learned something new. Right now I'm trying to figure out what the Fibonacci tool is, but
Yeah.
it's like, how do I get those numbers on my phone while I'm at work? So nobody talks to me at work because they know I have my phone up with the little thingy, and I'm just like listening, and then I can't hear, and I'm logging, and I'm just working. It says, don't talk to Diana because she's day trading, But I mean, like I said, this is a great community. I've learned a lot. I've figured out that I was an emotional trader. So now I'm like, it's okay to peel off profit and not go back and look at the stock to see how far it got and what I missed out on. Because that was my big downfall, holding too long and then it'd be too late.
Yep.
And so now I'm happy. Like, I know that it's only going to get better. I just joined STR, was my first time being on there last night.
Nice.
I know I just joined. It's going to take some time, but I look forward to when I retire to be a day trader and say, hey, I don't have to go get another job. This is what I'm going to do. And it's going to be fun because I enjoy it and you guys make it fun. But it's awesome. That's all I can say. It's been a ride. I'm on my 8th chapter of my classes. And I'm dreading that psychology course, but I know I need it. So, but
I took it first.
It's the best one.
It is
It's
probably.
the best
I mean,
one.
I'll pay $1,000 for the psychology course.
Yep. Diane, I'm telling you, it's the best one. And so put it this way, and this might sound weird to people, but listen, sometimes I go into, sometimes I have funks, I'll go in like a week stretch where like I'm not trading well. I can't seem to get the groove. I'm not feeling it. And sometimes, I mean, I have gone back and I have actually watched myself talk to myself on the trader psychology courses. Like, as weird or as creepy as that might sound, but it helps. It's like, it's a good refresher. And the thing about trading is you think yourself until you start trading. A lot of people think that you might ask somebody, would you consider yourself a greedy person? They're like, no, I'm not greedy at all. I'm not greedy at all. But then you see you're up $10,000 on a trade and you're like, no, I'm not going to sell because I'm going to wait till I'm up 20. And then it gets to 20. And then, Eric, like you said, the goalpost keeps moving. Yeah. When you're up $1,000, you say, I'll sell when it's up 2. It gets to 2, you say 5. It gets to 5, you say 10. 10, 25, 25, 50. When do you stop? The answer is never. And then you realize how greedy you actually are, because if I asked any single person, either any three of you or anybody that's on this live stream, if I asked any person, hey, I've got a stock. If you buy this stock within a couple weeks, you're going to be up $10,000. Would you like it? Every single person says yes. But then when you are in this situation and you're up 10,000, now all of a sudden it's not good enough. Why was it good enough 3 weeks ago, but it's not good enough today? What has changed? Nothing's changed. That is just the evil, greed, emotional aspect that is coming into your decision making. And it's what everybody falls victim to when you see an AMC, a GameStop, an HKD. It's the FOMO, it's the greed, it's those emotions. Money is a very emotional topic, right? Making money and losing money is very emotional. It's very easy for someone to say, oh, well, don't trade with your emotions. Easy to say that, a lot harder to do, which is why, Danny, you're going to love the trader psychology courses. I'm telling you, it's in my opinion, they're the best courses. I've also surveyed members in True Trading Group, and it's the most commonly answered, members' favorite courses. But that's why trading is difficult. It's not because it requires an Ivy League education to read a chart. It's difficult because you actually realize certain characteristics and traits about yourself, and you have to fight yourself every single day in order to become successful. And a lot of people can't do that. And a lot of people then will point fingers elsewhere, and it's this person that's giving me stock picks. They suck, right? Or it's this evil market maker that's hunting my stop losses. It's them. Or it's the hedge funds that are naked shorting. It's them. And they don't realize that you're failing because you are losing to yourself. And that is why computers are better at this than we are. It's because they don't have emotions. And that's the thing. Once you can master your emotions, that's when you can really realize your true potential. So,
and I think because of AMC and GME, I picked up some bad emotional habits, hold, just hold. And so now I'm working on daily, and it's hard. I'm not going to lie, to break that. Like, no, I'm going to sell, and I'm going to move on. And so that's my daily struggle. But I feel like I picked up those bad habits during that time. So I appreciate the team.
absolutely.
Eric, you're up.
Yeah, so I agree with everything that everyone said. Ayana, Shay, obviously, the psychology is it was so important to me because I'm a very emotional person by default. So the psychology course, it's been so good. Like, it has transcended to other areas of my life. Like, it's so helpful. In the way I make decisions in other things. But the reason why I stayed, I think, is because when I came across TTG, and it was thanks to Matt course, and shout out to Matt. We love Matt. Matt's awesome.
Yeah, we love Matt. Matt's a great friend that you're training. He's a friend of mine. He's a friend of Adam's. We love Matt.
I thought that everything he said, always made a lot of sense. He brought a lot of value to my life for free, just on YouTube. So, nothing but love. And he got us to TTG like many other people. And after that, I just realized, I got excited the first night I signed up for TTG. I couldn't sleep that night. I wanted to do all the courses that night. And then I realized it's a lot longer. But yeah, I realized that like money doesn't own me. And I was bound by, like Diana said, bad habits from the diamond hands mentality. There are some bad habits that come with that. And realizing that money doesn't own me and that I own the money was big for me. And just having the confidence through the education to be able to treat a trade like it's a fish, and my trading ability like a fishing stick. So like, I had to think about AMC being like a really nice fish, but I already caught it. Now I have to work on my fishing stick to be able to catch other fish. And that's what helped me stay. It's just that mentality to think like, okay, that was a trade. Now I got to keep, there's other opportunities. There's other things I could be doing. And I found that to be really exciting. So that's why I'm still here.
Awesome, man.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, guys, if you appreciated what everyone on here said, can you guys do me a favor and just smash that like button? Let them know. We have 864 likes. Can we please get to 1,000 real quick?
Yeah, let's get to it. We got 1,300 people on this live stream, folks. Let's get to that 1,000 mark. Smash that like button, guys. I know there's a lot of people that are on this live stream right now watching that have probably identical, if not very similar, stories to the people that you are listening right now. And you guys show them some love for coming on here and kind of sharing their experiences and sharing their stories. And as you can see, emotional topic, right? Emotional topic. And for people to kind of open up and to share and to show you those emotions and to show you about what they've been through. And I know there's a lot of people that are on this live stream that have those same emotions, have those same feelings, and have gone through that same process, and you're seeing right now that you're not alone. And that same feeling of community and camaraderie that brought you into the meme stock craze in the first place, that doesn't change. And that's the point that Adam was making before, that why does it have to stop at AMC or GME? They're just letters. Why does it have to stop there? I compare, like, I got really, really pissed off when hedge funds were getting blown out of their positions with the GameStop and the AMC squeeze. They started complaining about all the social media message boards about traders being able to like come together and like orchestrate a short squeeze. Like all these traders saying, okay, we're all going to buy, we're all going to do this. Like, and you had literally hedge funds that are short these stocks that were complaining to regulators about this. I go, are you kidding me? Because it's complete nonsense. Because you want to know what hedge fund managers do? They have something called idea dinners. This is a real thing. You'll have anywhere from 5 to 15 hedge fund managers that all are in charge of billions of dollars. They go out to the fanciest restaurant in New York City or LA or Chicago that you can find. They rent out a private room. They buy $1,000 bottles of wine. They rack up a $25,000 bill at dinner, and they talk about trade ideas, and they share their best ideas. And other hedge fund managers go, wow, I really like that idea. I'm going to come in on that trade with you. This person puts in 100 million. This person puts in 50 million. And all of a sudden, guess what happens? They all file their Form 4s. They let everybody know. Okay, they all file with their positions each quarter. Then everybody knows that these hedge funds took these massive positions in these stocks. Then what do other people do? They then buy the stock. Guess what? The stock goes up. They made money. How is that different? How is that any different than retail traders coming together, sharing their ideas and their thoughts on a message board, and then buying the same stock? It's no different whatsoever. But until this age of trading, until this age of social media, retail traders were isolated. They were completely on an island by themselves. They had no way to communicate in an orchestrated manner or in an organized manner with other traders. It's no different than the idea dinners. It's just instead of 15 people representing $5 billion or $25 billion or $100 billion, whatever it is, it's 5 million retail traders representing $5 billion. It's no different. That same idea of coming together and being part of a community, it doesn't need to go away just because the meme stock craze went away. I mean, some people think it hasn't gone away, and that's fine. You're entitled to all of your own opinions, and some people are like, no, I'm still holding. Okay, fine. You do guys whatever you want with it. It's not the point of this live stream. You guys can still find a place. I mean, that's why we preach family. It's all about community in True Trading Group, because you need to be able to be part of something where you could be with people that genuinely give a damn whether you succeed or fail, that are genuinely happy when you succeed, that genuinely want to help you when you are struggling, that you can go to for help, that you can go to for ideas, because you don't have to do this all by yourself behind your computer screen alone. And that is what does not need to change going forward. And I hope everybody, whether you made money on meme stocks or you lost money on meme stocks, I just hope that you realize the potential that there is in the stock market, whether you're actively trading or if you're just investing for the long term. Getting educated on this topic, which is not something they teach you in school. Why? Why is this not taught in school? But I'll be damned, I know what an isosceles triangle is. That really got me far in life. But they don't teach you about this. Why? This is something that can actually make a difference in people's lives. And if there's anyone that's out there that uses isosceles triangles in your profession, it makes a difference for you. No offense to people that use isosceles. I guess if you're an architect, I guess you really need to know that kind of stuff. But
hey,
I
just want to say one thing. I know we're about to hop off. I just want to say, and I think I've been wanting to say this for a while. It really doesn't matter what background you come from, or what your skill level is, your education level is. And I'm getting teary-eyed saying this because it doesn't, man, when I say life-changing, absolutely life-changing. You can imagine being debt-free. I mean, all I have is my mortgage.
It's amazing.
And I'm in 2-3 years, I'm like, that'll be done. If you don't want to join, just join the course. Like take the trial. Just take the trial. The $3 trial, come in and check it out yourself. That's what I did. I think that's what most of everyone else here did, the little $3 trial. But absolutely life-changing. And for myself and my family, I'm a lifetime member. I plan to pass this down to my brother and my nieces and my nephews. For myself, man, I cannot thank y'all enough. From a veteran who has PTSD and all that stuff, like just to not be in a stressful environment anymore and to feel like I have control of my life again, man. Yo, it's amazing.
Awesome. That's incredible. I'm so happy for you, Shai.
Yeah, Shai, that is freaking awesome. Thank you so much. And look, all of you, Diana, Eric, and Nicholas too, for making the effort. I hope you're watching. Really, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your experience with this. And we're extremely happy that you're here. Extremely, extremely happy that you're here. And we're really grateful you came on to talk about it because, especially after what happened today with the news about AMC, which Mike and I will get into in a second. But we just appreciate the hell out of you guys and thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much too. I just joined, and she just was such a blessing with her testimony because I've only been in y'all's world a month and a half, so I can't imagine where I'm going to be 12 months down the road.
I'm 2 years into TTG. I mean, 2 years from now, Mike traded HKD. I didn't even trade it. Because it's not my style of trade, right? I mean, I didn't trade it because it wasn't a good trade. I mean, they made great money. It went to like 2,500. So I'm like, wow, like you start imagining things. But that's not my style. Like I don't like to trade small, squeezy type of stops. I'm a mid cap to large cap trader, with options. Like that's my style. So even to know that about myself, I know I'll never get hurt again because number one, I will set a stop loss, right? And number two, Gio says after you enter the trade, the next thing you should be doing is setting a stop. 2% says, if you're not in STR, I hope that you all get to join STR because it's a lot of trader psychology that goes on in STR. And 2% has this saying, I think he asked us one night, it was like 3:00 in the morning. He said, "Are you all arrogant? Is anyone in here arrogant?" And everybody's typing, no. And he's like, "Yes, you are. You have to be arrogant because to be a trader, you have to be a little arrogant because you're saying that a stock is going to go a different way than where it's currently going. So there's a little bit of arrogance in all of you. Just don't be so arrogant that you get hurt, right? You can't be so arrogant that when you are wrong, you don't stop out." Right. So, I mean, just that I have it on a sticky note, like I am arrogant, but arrogance.
I always say there's a, like as a trader, there's like a fine line between confidence and then you become stubbornly arrogant, and it's like, there's not a very big difference between those two things. And I always tell people, it's like it's like the swag, like that's kind of what 2% is talking about. Like you have to have that swag. You can't second guess yourself. You can't doubt what it is that you think is going to happen. You have to be confident in the analysis that you have. And that's why I always tell people, you can take 100 traders that are successful, put them all in a room. They could all have different styles of trading, but the one common trait that each one of those traders will have is that they are going to be a confident trader, because you can't be successful if you are not confident, because you don't have. Once you start second guessing yourself, if you're unsure about your analysis, you buy a stock because you think it's going to go up, you buy it, and then what happens? Red candle. Now all of a sudden you think you're wrong, right? When I buy a stock, I can buy a stock at $100. If my stop loss is 98, if it goes to 99, I don't care. Just because it went to 99 doesn't make me think that, oh, well, now I'm wrong. 99 is not my stop loss. 98 is my stop loss. And it will go to 99. The trader that's unsure, they say, "Ooh, this doesn't look good." They get out at 99. They're, "Oh, I'll lose less money." They get out at 99. 3 hours later, the stock's at 110. I know that when we're on these live streams, sometimes it can be like Eric said, is very exciting when you join True Trading Group and you see, everyone's typing the $sign. These people are making money. You hear stories like Shy, and these are great things. And it's very exciting when people do join it, and then you should be excited, but it's just, there's no rush. Take your time. The market's not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. Learn to walk before you run. Go through the courses, spend time. Now you're part of STR, spend time inside STR. It's incredible how much added benefit that you get from that, from being in there and spending time with other members and being able to build relationships with other members that have been through the same things you're going through now. And just take your time. It's not, everybody has their own process. You're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs, but just know that no matter what's going on, and now you can send me messages in chat. You have any questions about anything you're going through and you don't understand the courses, you reach out to me, you reach out to Adam, you reach out to Shy, you reach out to Eric, reach out to people in STR, reach out to the moderators. We're all here. We're happy to have you part of the family. And if you're making money already and paying bills, like you said, I can't wait to see where you're going to be a year from now.